The text lit up my screen. Are you still at the office? Just remembered I missed your birthday. Sorry, I've been so caught up with work. My finger hovered over the reply. My birthday. The third time in 4 years she'd forgotten. How could she forget? And why did it always feel so deliberate? I exhaled slowly, the cool evening air cutting through the room like a blade. It wasn't the birthday. It wasn't about that. Not really. It was the constant, the disregard, the feeling of being erased. The second I let myself care, I'd be left standing in the shadow of her neglect. Her excuse wasn't new, but tonight would be different. I had a plan. I deleted her message and began to type. Not mad, just reminded. I hit send. Then I went to the calendar. I had an update for her. I could feel the tension in the air as I sat at the kitchen table, watching the clock tick slowly past midnight. She'd be home soon. She always was, this late. I could smell the perfume before she entered. Her high heels clicked across the floor. Sorry, she said, shrugging out of her coat, glancing at me with that half-smile that never quite reached her eyes. I told you, work's been insane. I didn't reply immediately. I just watched her as she moved around the room, unloading her bag. Then I leaned back in my chair, coolly meeting her gaze. Do you want to know what I've been doing? She paused, her fingers lingering on the strap of her purse. What? I slid my phone across the table to her. It was a simple calendar update, the kind of thing you set and forget. Except this time, it was a reminder for her. A cruel little note I'd added just for her. Your anniversary. Your birthday. The day you came into my life. And the day I'll take control of it. Her eyes flicked from the phone to my face. A beat of silence hung between us. Why are you? Just wanted you to remember. I didn't say anything else. I didn't need to. She knew. She knew. And yet there was a flicker of uncertainty in her eyes. She didn't ask about the reminder. She didn't need to. She understood what I meant. Her silence was the real confession. The following days were a blur of quiet observation. I'd learned over the years to never rush, to let things unfold naturally. I began to notice the small things, the late-night texts she'd leave on the coffee table, the way she'd smile too much when her phone buzzed. I didn't confront her, not yet. I let the tension build. I took a step back, my eyes always on her. She thought I was blind. She thought I didn't see. But I had been watching for a long time, and I was patient. Each piece of the puzzle I collected was like a small victory. Her phone records didn't lie. Neither did the random calls. There was someone else. I had suspected it for a while, but now I knew. The quiet evenings alone were no longer empty. They were the calm before the storm. It was a Tuesday. Her phone buzzed again. I had the password. I had her trust, or so she thought. I opened the message. The name at the top of the screen was all too familiar. Tom. Can't wait to see you tonight. I'll make sure it's unforgettable. I read the words twice, then a third time. They burned in my mind. I could feel the cold certainty settle over me. I didn't need to ask her. I didn't need to confront her. She had already given me everything I needed. I slid her phone back to the table, its glow fading into the dark. She walked in moments later, unaware. I didn't say a word. I simply handed her the phone. She hesitated. The look on her face, the horror was there, but it was too late. You'll never forget again, will you? I said, my voice detached, void of emotion. She tried to laugh it off, a shaky, nervous chuckle. You're being dramatic. I didn't respond. I just watched her, quietly waiting. She knew it was coming. I had let it all build so carefully. No outbursts, no violence, just control. She didn't even try to apologize. She knew better. Instead, she stared at me, her lips trembling, words dying before they could form. Her betrayal was the price she'd paid for taking me for granted. I stood up, taking my coat. "Don't worry," I said, the calm breaking the silence. "I'll never forget again." I left the house without another glance, knowing I had already won. She'd never be able to forget this. She'd never forget me. It was the strangest feeling, detachment, emptiness, but clarity. I didn't need to be angry. I didn't need to feel hurt. I had taken everything back. Everything I had let slip through my fingers over the years. And when I glanced at my phone one last time, the calendar update was still there. She wouldn't forget. She would never forget. I didn't need to be there to remind her anymore. I'd already taken control.